If you're my friend and you know me in real life and you want one of these, just like send me a message and I will give it to you. Hello, my name is Heather. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a declutter. Now, you might be wondering, if you've seen any of my previous videos, I've recently did a whole collection video, and you're gonna say, Heather, none of the perfumes you're talking about today were in that video. That is true because I've already decluttered them. They kind of live under my bed. They're up for sale in some places, or I give them to my mom, to my friends. I give them away. But these ones are just the ones that are sort of here right now. They have been decluttered already, so they were not. Once I declutter something, I don't consider it part of my collection anymore, even though it is still in my house. If you're interested, just keep watching. The first fragrance that I have decluttered, this is Nicki Minaj Pink Friday. I got this pretty early in my fragrance journey. I do really like the bottle. I know some people don't like kitschy bottles. I do really like the Nicki Minaj bottles, but this fragrance just is not that good. It's not that interesting. It smells pleasant, but like I can't even really distinguish any particular notes or anything. It's just sort of like a soft, nice, pleasant fragrance. And therefore it's just really not very interesting to me. So that's sort of why I'm getting rid of it. Yeah, I sort of bought this before I really knew not to blind buy. Yeah, I don't need this. I've been trying to sell this for like probably 3 years at this point and no one has taken it. So it's just been living under my bed. That's, yeah, Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday. Another thing on my declutter list. This is Nobile 1942's Bonbon 3 Altea. This is part of their Bonbon collection. So there's like, it comes in a box of 3 and there's 3 different scents. I've already decluttered the first one because I didn't like it. It had sort of like a rotten fruit smell to it for some reason, or like really like dry fruit scent to me, and I didn't love it. So I've already decluttered that. I went through my bottle of number 2, which was sort of like a strawberry candy fragrance. I've already finished that. And I was on my way to finishing this one. So what went wrong with this one is one day I kind of snapped a little bit and I decided I was really sick of everything smelling like Bianco Latte. There's a particular way that Bianco Latte's caramel is and hits your nose that a lot of scents have now. So I realized I had a lot of decants of a whole bunch of different things that all smelled like Bianco Latte, and I didn't like them anymore, and I didn't want them. So I decluttered all of those. Then I realized I'd been going through this, and I realized this also just smells too much like Bianco Latte. It's got like a caramel scent to it, but it's got that particular caramel scent to it, so I can't do it anymore. So there's only like 15 ml left, but I just can't do this anymore. So this is Bonbon 3 Altea from Nobile 1942. All right, so the next fragrance in my declutter pile, this is Katy Perry's Indi. This is actually probably about like down to here, so I have used a fair amount of it. I've had for like many, many years, and I sort of bought it before I got super into fragrances when I was just buying like random things, and I was like, well, I like Katy Perry's Meow, so I'll buy another Katy Perry fragrance. Like I didn't really smell this one before I bought it, and I just kept using it for the sake of using it, but it's very, very musky. I believe it's got like a bunch of different kinds of musks in this, and I'm just not that into musks that way. I have also been trying to sell this for a really, really long time, and no one's taking it. So she's living under my bed, but this is Katy Perry's Indi. This is blind by fail. This is Michel Germain's Sugarful Sweet Nothings. This is the latest one in the Sugarful collection. I have 3 of the Sugarful collection, and I've tried all of them, which is why when this latest one came out, I really wanted to sample it. I couldn't find a sample, but I could find someone selling small bottles of it. So this is like a 40 ml or something like that, and just smells so weird. It's weird. I don't like it. Let me pull up the notes. So this has got bergamot, green apple, lemon in the top. It's got lavender, lily of the valley, and pink rose in the mid, and then it's got a base of caramel, musk, and tonka bean. So it's like got like a sweet thing, but it's also got like really like heavy lavender thing going on. It's got a bunch of notes that I don't feel like mesh ever. It ends up just going, it just smells so weird. So unfortunately, this was a blind buy fail for me. This is Sugarful Sweet Things by Michel Germain. Another cheapie that's sort of on its way out. I got this in a trade with somebody, and so it was sort of like a blind trade, I guess. This with a bunch of other things. So this is the Good Sense Golden Amber. It smells fine. I'm not particularly excited or intrigued by it. Whenever I wore it, because I do have a little bit of a dent there, I was just like not enthused about it. Like it's just fine. It smells fine. I don't have room in my collection for just fine. So it is out the door. The notes are sparkling peach, sweet citrus, wild orchid, pink peony, sandalwood, and golden amber. So it's fine, but I don't need it. So that's the Good Sense Golden Amber. So the next one I'm decluttering, this is 360 Purple by Perry Ellis for women. This is one of the cheapies I believe you can get at Shoppers. And this also just smells fine. Yeah, it doesn't smell bad, but it doesn't necessarily smell like I'm not necessarily super excited about it. So this is also something that's just been around for a long time that can go to another. Sometimes my critique is just it's fine, but why settle for just fine, you know? Perry Ellis 360 Purple. This next one was sort of a nostalgia fail, I guess you could say. This is Harajuku Lover's Little Angel. This was very, very cheap. I had the EDT of Little Angel. I used up 3 bottles of that scent before I was like super into fragrance. This is one of the fragrances I was really, really into. I was like, oh, I kind of miss it. Yeah, you know, and then like I was like, I'm really interested in smelling it again. And this was apparently an EDP version. These kind of like drippy bottles. I was like, well, maybe that would be a little like stronger and more interesting. And no, it doesn't smell interesting. It doesn't smell the same. Well, I mean, maybe it does smell the same, and my nose has just progressed, and I'm just not interested in this kind of thing anymore. But like, this was a nostalgia fail for me. I do love the color of the bottle. It's really interesting. I'm going to say this anytime I bring any one of these up, but please go look into why the Harajuku Girls thing is problematic. It certainly is, and I acknowledge that. Harajuku Girls, Little Angel, that can go away. All right, so this is Jo Malone London. This is Highland Heather. First of all, the bottle for this is so pretty. It's gorgeous. This was a limited edition collection. I don't remember. My name is Heather. I decided I should have a Heather scent in my collection. There's not a lot of those going out, but I was thinking that around the time when this came out. So I was like, oh, well, this seems like the perfect option. So I blind bought this. It's very, very green and like nettly. It smells kind of piney in a way. I'm not into this. And I tried, like, you can see that I have like a small little dent there. I really did try with this scent, and the bottle is so pretty. Can't do it. Don't get fragrances based on your name. Unless it's like Rose or something, then that's fine. Heather scents, apparently not for Heather. So that's Jo Malone London, Highland Heather. Let's talk about some body mists for a second. So sometimes I fall into the trap of blind buying Bath and Body Works fragrances when they're very, very cheap, when they're on sale for like $5. And I generally am pretty good at like picking out the notes that I will like and stuff, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. So the first Bath and Body Works here that I'm decluttering, this is Bath and Body Works Thailand, Sweet Kiwi, and Starfruit. Now, the idea of Sweet Kiwi and Starfruit sounds good. And even here, it doesn't smell bad. It smells quite good, actually. It's just that really poor lasting power, even for body mist. And on skin, it just sort of falls flat. It doesn't really smell like anything particularly interesting. It smells much more interesting in the opening and off of the cap. It just doesn't work for me as a body mist. So that's Highland, Sweet Kiwi, and Starfruit. So the other one that I tried, so I looked at the notes and I was really, really intrigued by them. Thought I was really going to be into it. This is Bath & Body Works Into the Night. I tried this, and like it's got a lot of like interesting notes, right? So it's got raspberry noir, amber crystals, velvety rose petals, creamy patchouli, mocha musk. So it's like raspberry mocha. Like, I will say, this smells too perfumey for me. The way I quantify that is sort of like, it smells like walking into a fragrance store, and it smells, there's like that general perfume smell, and it's not distinct. That's what it smells like to me. It just didn't work for me, unfortunately. So this is Bath and Body Works Into the Night. These next 4 fragrances I'm going to talk about came in a set. I should not have bought them. I had a moment of weakness. The set was very cheap. It was $20. I thought I would try it, and they are not good. So this is the juice collection. You can get this at Shoppers. So this is 100% chilled, pure sugar, good energy, and happy place. These are terrible. They're so bad. These are body mists, but they last for maybe 10 seconds at most. They're not good. They may all smell fine, but they smell fine so fleetingly that they are not worth it. Not even the $20. So I'm trying to get rid of these. This is the Eau de Juice line. These 4 fragrances, these body mists, not worth your money. They can go away. They're not good. They're bad. I rarely say that, and I prefer to say like they're not for me and stuff like that, but I just genuinely think these are not This is not good. They're not good. Another body mist that I am decluttering. This is Victoria's Secret Pop Jelly Fresh and Clean. This has notes of guava splash, candy apple, and shimmering velour, which sounds like it would smell amazing. But to me, I can barely smell it. It doesn't smell like anything. Fortunately, like for me, I guess whatever formulation that Victoria's Secret uses in their body mists, I can't smell it. Like I can't, yeah, I just don't get anything from it. And I tried a couple other ones from their body mists, and I also just can't really smell those. So I don't know what it is about these body mists just are not for me. I do like how sparkly this is though. That's kind of fun. But unfortunately, just didn't work out. That is Pop Jelly Fresh and Clean by Victoria's Secret. That is going away. So this last one I'm going to talk about, you did see in my collection video, and as an update, I've decided that I am decluttering it. So this one you are aware of. This is Arabiyat's Cranberry Musk. I am decluttering this, unfortunately. Initially I sprayed it and I was like, oh, this seems nice, but it's very weak. I let it sit for 6 months. It's now sort of springtime. I've started wearing it. It has certainly gotten stronger, I will say that. And it certainly doesn't smell bad. It's just not particularly interesting. It's very pleasant. I would say that this is a good office scent. It's very pleasant smelling. It smells kind of more soapy than I was anticipating. I do get like sort of like cranberry soap from this. Also, because I ended up buying Dolce & Gabbana's L'Imperatrice Royale, I'm much more excited and enthusiastic about wearing that particular cranberry fragrance. So I think this can probably go away. So this is Arabiyat's Cranberry Musk. And that's it. That's my declutters. Those are all the fragrances that live under my bed, hoping one day that somebody will take them off my hands, either by buying them or by just wanting them, if any of my friends want them. Also, if you're in Canada and you want to buy any of these off me, you can send me a message and we'll see, I guess. That's it for my declutter video. Thank you so much for watching, friends. I will see you next time. Bye.